Okay, Phoebe, here's a training run on Ego Alley, the afternoon before second weekend of states. And same kind of theme as we talked about from our morning session up on South Bowl. Just starting to turn too early. Got to be patient. Line is everything. You're skiing well. We just got to improve the line, and things will fall into place a lot better. Here we are, kind of starting a little before rise line or maybe, at rise line, but a lot of these turns we got to be outside rise line. Here you are, pretty decent, strong, angulated position. This sort of angulation there, and we want to maintain that through the turn. And because right now, if you were really arcing, you'd arc into the panel. So you had to lay off. You're starting to lose the angulation there. And, feet come in because of that, because you started to turn too early, way too close to the panel. So we talked about it. It's a different way of saying it. They're all interrelated, but we got to give our feet room. So how do we give our feet room for a strong angulated position? And that's being real patient. We talked about it that day. We're looking for a long transition and then short, powerful arcs. So let's have the transition. We just got to be patient, and the transition should have been a little bit longer, and therefore you'll be arcing back to the gate. You're really not arcing back to the gate. You stop the arc here, and then went kind of straight. So, remember, we're trying to make comma-shaped turns. We're trying to apex above the panel on any of these types of turns. If it's flat, not so turny, yeah, we get an apex at the panel. But here, apex above the panel, which means we got to arc it back. We got to bring shape back to the gate. Same idea here. Came in, started the turn too early. You're just past rise line, with the skis already pointed down the hill. You can imagine if you were arcing hard right there, where would you end up? I don't know, somewhere inside the panel. So to lay off of them, which you can immediately see, your outside ski, you move the weight to the inside. You got to stop the arc, so let's get weight off of it. And you kind of lost the ski there, and you just sort of hang for a moment to sneak by the gate. So, let's try it. We just got to be patient, carry the turn out. We talked about going deeper into the turn. A lot of lingo out there, but we got to take it deeper into the turn. We've got to make sure we're arcing back to the gate. Bring your shape back to the gate. Apex above the panel. Comma-shaped turns. All sorts of ways of talking about it. Giving our feet room. But it all boils down to a longer transition and a short, powerful arc. And that short, powerful arc, has to have a strong angulated position by the panel, and that's not it. Your feet are underneath you. Has the appearance like you're dropping into a tuck per se, just because, your feet are underneath you, and so you don't want to stand up tall, so you crouch over, because standing tall is not racing. It doesn't feel like you're racing, but your feet are underneath you, and thus close to the panel. So we need to get our feet room. We'd want them out. We'd want your feet, out there maybe, so we could have. It's not a good line. We'd want to, add a little more there, so we could have this, more strong angulated position. Having trouble, like that, tight to the panel, upper body. And here, you didn't have much on edge. Came across this little pitch. Hill fell away. and the skis just washed out. Find you. There you are. Here we are coming under gate. You know, I don't know. Not sure what happened there. Hard to see. Looks like you started the turn way too early, and therefore tight to that and realized, oh, it's an undergate. I better just lay off them, toss them sideways. And again, same theme there. Turn too early, had to lay off the ski, and losing the outside ski because you have to take. You know, we want a strong outside leg. We want to really stand on that outside ski, but with lots of pressure on it, get early pressure on the turn, stand on it. But if you start to turn too early, we can no longer stand on it, and that's what happened. You know, same idea there. Obviously, it's not an angulated position. Feet under you. You know, we talk about we wanted to get a nice hip drop like we've been working on in free skiing, and there's no hip drop there because we don't have the room. You crowded the gate, pinched off the line. So, yeah, something to work on. We'll figure it out, but be patient. And any big turn, get outside rise line, give your feet the room. You know, bring the shape of the turn back to the panel. Right? In that position, we want to have a strong angulated feet further out from beneath us, upper body on the panel, direction done by the gate. You can see you're starting that turn well before rise line. That's not rise line, but rise line here, say, and you already got them going. And therefore, you come in and you had to lay off it right there. And you can see you're not in a strong angulated position. Those skis are not up on edge very much, and you can't really stand on the outside ski. So, line is everything. And we improved that line, boy, and you will be off to the races.